Tonight from Phoenix, it's Game 2 of the 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Despite last night's 9-0 loss at the hands of the Snakes, the Pirates still 2 games over that 500 mark. And guess what? They've got the big guy on the mound, Paul Skeens. And so happy Paul Skeens night to one and all. Greg Brown, Kevin Young, and Hannah Mears will be along as well. Kevin Young, when the Pirates lose a ball game, the next night, you hope for a win, and you really hope that the big guy is indeed on the mound, and he is.
Yeah, he is. And you really like to see Paul Skeens on the mound in these situations. The Pirates need a really quality start. He's the guy that can deliver that. He has some success, obviously, against the Arizona Diamondbacks in his career thus far. And he's really going to tackle all of his pitches more than anything. And Diamondbacks are really aggressive on the fastball, but Paul Skeens can deliver all his pitches for strikes. So he'll keep them off balance, and you look forward to watching him compete tonight and do exactly what this team needs.
Pretty strong numbers there, 2-0, an ERA of 1, and the Snakes batting 185 against him in those 3 starts. And as we said, you know, when the Pirates lose, well, you look to your ace, and he is 15-10 following a Pirates loss. In those 37 games, the Pirates have won 21 of them.
Yeah, one of the big things is stand out more than 71 consecutive batters faced without allowing a walk. That is so big when you face a team like the Arizona Diamondbacks, because they really flourish when they have base runners out there. They have a lot of team speed, so you have a guy like Paul Skeens control the running game and do things of that nature. You look forward to watching him compete.
How about opponents batting 122 against his fastball this year, but one guy, a 35-year-old veteran, has done a pretty good job against him, and we're talking about Nolan Arenado, the former Cardinal player, who's now a member of the Diamondbacks. For whatever reason, he's done a pretty good job.
Yeah, Nolan Arenado has been one of those guys who's consistently done just that against Paul Skeens. He's had some success, and you just hate to see it, honestly, in a Cardinal uniform, and now you have to face him in a Diamondback uniform. But Paul Skeens is always up for a challenge, so this should be a good contact sport today. Physical, you like to see it. Physical fastball, like to see Paul Skeens compete all night.
And both of them went to the same high school. What is it about the El Toro Chargers? Skeens will face a former El Toro high school player. Well, this guy was just in high school, seems like yesterday. Now he's 20 years old, and man, what a job he has done. Connor Griffin extended his hitting streak yesterday. We'll talk about the kid when we come back to Phoenix.
Let's go places.
Folks filing in here, Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. The roof going to be open again for the 2nd straight night as the Pirates try to even the series. And Connor Griffin, it's just so much fun to watch him. He collected a double in the 7th inning off the wall and extended his hitting streak to 7 straight games. Kevin, you've been really impressed by what he's done, not only game to game, but at bat to at bat.
Yeah, absolutely. The ability to adjust at the major league level is huge. You see this one of his second at bats last night. You see him chase a couple pitches and then go down with a tough pitch on the inside against a veteran pitcher. Rodriguez has been in the league for a while, but then look at the adjustment he made. The next at bat, his 3rd at bat, being able to drive the ball to the top of the wall, one of the deepest parts of the ballpark. And then it all really, since he turned 20 years old, he's just been electric, finding ways to get hits, get on base, and impact this offense, touching home plate as often as possible, using the entire field. It's been fun to watch him just develop as a young player so quickly at the major league level, and it's been a really breath of fresh air to see a guy come up and really impact almost immediately into this lineup.
And he'll be facing another veteran. It's fun to watch him face all these pitchers, but here's a guy, Michael Soroka, who's in his 1st year with the Arizona Diamondbacks. A lot of injuries over the years. They paid him a good buck to come to Phoenix this year, and he got beat up a little bit in Milwaukee his last start, but he can be awfully tough.
He really can. That curveball and slurve, what he likes to call it, is going to be one of his go-to pitches. He'll throw it at any time in any count. He loves to get ahead with it. He loves to finish off guys with it as well. And so the Pirates are going to get him on that fastball and see if they can do some damage.
Diamondbacks scored 9 runs last night on 9 hits and shut out the Pirates 9-0. So the Bucks need to turn to their snake charmer, Paul Ali Khan Skeens, going to try and quiet the Snakes. Michael Soroka, the 28-year-old from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, on the mound to make his 7th start as a member of the Arizona Diamondbacks. And Don Kelly returns to the bench, and smiles there from his hitting coach, Matt Haig. Hey, good to have you back, Skipper. This is the lineup that Don Kelly writes out. O'Neill Cruz, Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds. Last 13 games, an on-base percentage of .460 with 10 runs scored. Ryan O'Hearn hits cleanup. Nick Gonzalez bats 5th, and the DH is Marcell Osuna. Spencer Horwitz is back at first base. Connor Griffin and Henry Davis, the starting 9. And right away, a foul ball off the mask of the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. O'Neill Cruz.
Yeah, O'Neill Cruz being aggressive on the first pitch. You've seen that a lot of him. You see he was a little frustrated and he didn't make good contact on that one.
Makes contact there, but the first baseman, Vargas. And Cruz is the first out.
You can see Michael Soroka's numbers. Opposing average of 285, and put the strikeouts to walks is good. He again likes to use that slurve. It'll look like a curveball on your screen. That's his go-to pitch. Anytime he can get into a 0-0 count or maybe to steal a strike, he's looking to use that, get you off the fastball.
And a first pitch strike to Brandon Lau. Lau did not play last night as the Diamondbacks started a lefty, Eduardo Rodriguez. He calls his timeout after 1 pitch. Yeah, Don Kelly was suspended by Major League Baseball. And a fly ball to center field, hit deep. Alec Thomas back to the wall, and that ball is crushed. Pow goes Lau. Dead central, a bomb here in Phoenix.
Guard your cameras.
1-0. Yeah, clear the deck.
Oh my.
And hoist that cone.
That is a big ball. That is a big ball. Straight away center field.
Number 9 for Lau. Crushed that changeup to dead central. And they're hoisting the cone.
Get on the hood.
Yes, get that hood on, the welder's hood. And they follow with the cone. Wow.
It is amazing how much bat speed he generates.
That home run brought to you by UPMC. It's the 4th allowed by Soroka this season. And that traveled 435 feet.
Man, that's impressive.
Second furthest home run this season for him.
It's the sound. It's all about the sound. Location and pitches away too.
Man.
Just so quiet, Brownie. Limited head movement.
Well, that ball's cracked to right field. Brian Reynolds on an 0-1 pitch.
Well, the Pirates are definitely awake today.
Yeah, and aggressive too. They're not waiting around. The sound, let's listen.
Oh, best soundtrack in baseball.
We won't ask Matt Capps what he thinks of that sound, but yeah.
Yeah, he's over there flinching in the next booth.
Yeah.
Camera, please. Watch
Agent
out.
Supermo looks, yeah, almost snuck in there. And now Ryan O'Hearn. Pirates look like they're coming out angry here after what happened last night. Lau gives Horwitz a scouting report.
Yeah, this team does not like to be held down. Putting up a 0 was a little tough for them to swallow last night.
Most lopsided loss of the year last night, 9 runs.
And you have to take that personal, and Pirates have answered quickly in the first inning.
We talked about the Pirates, what they do when they score first. They're 16-6 this season.
It's been so often too with Paul Skeens starts in on the road especially.
Isn't it a different story this year for Skeens?
It really is.
His first, really you'd say 2 years. Of course, he made his debut in May of 24, but it just felt like it was such a struggle to score him runs, give him a lead.
Yeah, he's taking on the rubber here once again with the lead.
Didn't miss by much. Lau takes, and it's 3-1 on Lau. On O'Hearn. Lau, the home run came on, I think, the second pitch. And O'Hearn now a 3-1 count. And he takes ball 4.
Well, with Soroka, that's hard contact. Now it forces him to pitch around everybody.
Defense. It's Ketel Marte and Geraldo Perdomo. Maybe the best offensive duo, certainly up the middle in baseball. Alec Thomas, the speedy center fielder. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Corbin Carroll on the corners. And Nolan Arenado, Ildemaro Vargas on the infield corners, with Gabriel Moreno catching Soroka. But isn't it interesting to see the Pirates come out attacking? Yeah, Lau's home run came on the second pitch. Reynolds base hit on the second pitch. Cruz put the ball in play, second pitch. O'Hearn, yep. Does he see a strike? Nope. Walks on the 3-1. And now Nick Gonzalez.
Yeah, this is very similar to his last start against the Brewers. The Brewers jumped on him early as well. A lot of loud, hard contact.
And in particular, the lefty hitters. And there's a ground ball. Oh, the stab by Arenado, and on to first, will not get him. Nolan Arenado got 10 Gold Gloves for a reason.
What can gold do for you? It just never gets old. But got a lot of other infielders hit the ball too. This guy just continues to make plays. And a rocket of a throw across the infield as well, almost doubled up Nick Gonzalez. Once again, hard contact. Soroka's giving up some hard contact.
And now Marcell Ozuna. Oh for 3 with a walk last night. And pops this ball up to right. Carroll makes the catch. Brandon Lau. It's a long home run off Soroka. 1-0 Pirates. Brandon Lau's loud home run gives the Pirates the 1-0 lead going to the bottom of the first inning. And for the Diamondbacks, they've got, similar to last night, Geraldo Perdomo, followed by Ketel Marte and Corbin Carroll. Adrian Del Castillo is the designated hitter. Ildemaro Vargas will follow. Then it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr., .417 average last 7 games. Arenado, Moreno, and Thomas, just like last night.
Yeah, you see Paul Skeens' Car Shield numbers. An opposing average of 174. Similar strikeout to walks. Just to not give any free passes.
And looking to have a more efficient, stronger start. Last time 5 innings, 5 runs, 3 earned. One of the earned runs was taken away yesterday off his ledger by MLB. They had a scoring change as the Cardinals scored 3 first inning runs off of him on Thursday afternoon at PNC Park. 2 of those 3 end up being earned, and they came on long balls. J.J. Weatherholt ambushed him leading off the first inning at PNC Park. And then later, Jordan Walker homered off him. Skeens still that excellent career ERA at 2.06. 62 major league starts. 2.06 earned run average for Paul Skeens. And that is the lowest by any pitcher through his first 62 career starts, going back to the live ball era. Started in 1920, so historic almost every time he goes out there. And there's strikeout number 1.
Yeah, nice job by Paul Skeens with getting rid of Perdomo. These pesky Arizona Diamondbacks, they just foul off pitches and try to drive up that pitch count. See a good fastball, late movement. It's blown past right there by Perdomo at the top of the zone.
One batter down, 1 strikeout for Paul Skeens. Strike 1 on Ketel Marte.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see from Paul Skeens, to get those guys off that fastball early in the count. He's able to land those secondary pitches He has a few of them to choose from. See a nice sweeper there to steal strike one. That's one of the advantages you have when you have guys like Bubba Chandler, who started yesterday. Hard velocity. You can see a game plan and how they attack guys with high velocity. And they were super aggressive with Bubba on that first pitch fastball early in the game. Paul took a lot of note, and so did Henry Davis.
Pirates catcher. Even on Marte. Skeens, we showed you the numbers in our open. 2-0, an ERA of 1, 3 career starts against Arizona. And he lays off the changeup. Try to avoid these 3-2 counts. Try to avoid them as best as possible. Yeah, they battle.
They do, and that's that 3-2 split, if you will, and able to just spoil that pitch and get you another pitch. Del Marte is an all-star himself.
And slaps this foul. Being very pesky here. Spoiling some pitches for Paul Skeens. Huh. It's a battle. And another foul.
Take a look at all those pitches, and just Paul Skeens does not give in. He'll continue. He'll throw all the pitches he has in his repertoire.
Another 3-2.
Nice sweeper there.
Davis. Yes. Finally, Skeens wins that battle. So Henry Davis make the catch, his battery mate. And then Furniture and Mattress, Pirates D, Horowitz and Lau on the right side. Gonzalez, Griffin on the left. It's Reynolds, Cruz, and O'Hearn in the outfield, left to right. Now Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, Corbin Carroll's had a little success against. Just got up underneath that one.
Reynolds and Cruz. 1, 2, 3. Back in the dugout, O'Neal Cruz and Brian Reynolds. That was an issue last night, and here just puts his hands behind his back this time.
He said, "You can have the ball now." Oh,
Horowitz, a drive to right center field and deep. And Horowitz, oh, it's off the glove of Alec Thomas. And Horowitz chugging for third, and he's going to be there with a stand-up triple to start the second.
once again aggressive on the count. Spencer Horwitz gets a pitch out over the plate and just crushes that ball to center field. And anytime you can get a ball past Alec Thomas, he just ranges so well out there in center field. You see him just make a great catch.
Certainly upset he didn't make that catch.
No doubt about it. We were talking earlier, he made some plays during batting practice that were they were highlight reels themselves.
This may shock you. That's the first career triple for Spencer Horwitz. Connor Griffin takes a strike.
That is shocking.
He can fly. No, he
was flying on this one.
Yeah.
So you know, at the deepest part of the ballpark, I'm just hoping Alec Thomas doesn't make a play. And right here, he turns on the afterburners.
There we go. Infield shortens up. Connor Griffin, count of 0-2. We just got done talking about his in-game adjustments. He's in the hole now, 0-2. A couple of these slurves, the slider curve combination of the veteran Michael Soroka. 7-game hitting streak for Griffin. And he gets him on a third consecutive breaking ball. So we'll be anxious to watch Griffin his next at bat, if indeed he faces Soroka again.
Yeah, you see that pitch, that go-to pitch we shared earlier. That is the one he loves to throw. That curveball slurve, if you will. Connor Griffin got 3 good looks at it.
Henry Davis. And the infield in.
Now these are the ones that you definitely want to not let Soroka off the hook. Runner on third at less than 2 outs. It's what this Pirate offense absolutely needs to just continue to add on these opportunities, run producing opportunities.
So Davis, who did not start last night, 0 for his last 7, is looking for an RBI in his 3rd straight game, but he's had a plate appearance. Backs that one foul.
That ball had distance to get out of here as well.
And velo.
It is some hard contact against Soroka early in this game. Now Brownie, like I said, I don't care how you do it, get it done.
Find a way.
You have to hit it with your forehead.
Yep. 2-strike approach. Which I don't even know they talk about 2-strike approaches much anymore in baseball, do they?
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's some guys that think about it.
Yeah. I guarantee they're thinking about it. 2-2. Oh boy. Ho, ho, ho. Very close.
Strong hands and strong forearms.
Yeah. John Tumpain, the home plate umpire, asking Brendan Miller, the first base umpire.
I did see where they were actually doing that in AAA. I think somewhere.
Oh yeah, they're doing the minor leagues.
California,
Yeah,
minor leagues.
with the Hawkeye system. That'll be coming. They'll do it mechanically. Chris Conroy is the crew chief over at second. 3-2.
Nice
Walked
at bat. Really good at bat.
And a little McCutcheon-like bat flip from Henry Davis, walking on the 3-2.
Quality at bat. Find a way. See Soroka going to that slurve once again. That go-to pitch.
1st and 3rd. And now Cruz. Grounded to first base, leading off this ball game.
Yeah, watching at home, might not want to go to the bathroom yet.
Or wherever.
We might have some.
No, just don't leave the area. Just,
well, you know.
well, I mean, yeah. Okay, Steve. Want to know on O'Neill Cruz. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cruz is hitting .306 on the season with men in scoring position. And an OPS in these situations of over 1,000. .28 RBIs. Just like Davis, find a way. And bouncing ball to first. The throw to the plate. And Horwitz is going to try and stand a run down long enough. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Bad stuff. Bad stuff. It is still 1-0, incredibly enough, after all that. And here it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, you see the play, and obviously, the ball not a double play ball to O'Neill Cruz. Spencer Horwitz did not stay in the rundown very long with Nolan Arenado, and with the Gold Glover, he's smart enough to know there's another out trailing. The toughest part is you had a leadoff triple that did not touch home plate.
Ball 1 on Del Castillo. So that's the bottom line, Kevin. Horwitz has to do a better job of staying in there long enough.
See, he didn't get a good jump off the ball either. But then right now you stay in the rundown. Don't stop there, because you don't give Henry Davis a chance to advance as well.
Ground ball backhanded Horwitz, and Skeens covers.
I think a lot of times when it comes to base running, Brownie, I think it's all about that primary and secondary lead. If you get a good jump, that ball's hit on the ground, you get a good jump, there shouldn't even be a play at the plate. But unfortunately, even with Spencer Horwitz, who doesn't run exactly, you know, a speedy guy, but you can still have good base running instincts. And unfortunately, the Pirates don't touch home plate in that inning.
Tony Beasley, the base running coach, as Ildemaro Vargas steps up. Vargas, league's leading hitter, 374.
Man, that's a well-placed 0-0 fastball, 97 miles per hour on the inside part.
And again, the primary and secondary leads you're talking about.
Yeah, you see he just got a bad jump off of it, but then once you, again, and you stay in the rundown as long as possible. You have O'Neal Cruz, who's the batter runner, that will end up at second base, and Henry Davis would have. Whoa!
That goes flying up. Thankfully, the netting, and a pop up to Gonzalez.
Those are the times you are thankful for the netting.
Yeah.
Now you have an opportunity with Brandon Lau to come up with second and third base.
So watch, Kevin.
So you see, it's just like a bad jump that didn't really jump off. Now he needs to go all the way to home plate. Just keep running, and Henry Davis stands up into third base. And O'Neal Cruz has an option if he wanted to go to second or not.
Gurriel last night walked 3 times and then singled in his final plate appearance. That says the splitter, and it really does look like a regular splitter. You don't. We talked to Henry Davis a week ago, asking, you know, is he still throwing the splinker? He said, oh yeah, that's what it is. It's a splinker, but the splinker would break down and into a right-hand hitter. This is line to center, right at Cruz. Well done, Paul Skeens.
Very efficient.
Quickly, 8 pitches, 1, 2, 3. Pirates baseball on SNP is presented by Highmark, the official health plan of the Pirates, because life. Highmark Blue Cross, Blue Shield. And by Cohen Marcus, now serving sweet maple waffle sandwich varieties all day. Come try one. First pitch to Brandon Lau, a strike. Lau homered. The second pitch he saw in the first inning, his 9th. One ball, one strike. Lau, Reynolds, O'Hearn here in the third.
Yeah, just the quietness of his batting stance. Everything he does is just, he gets the most efficient movement out of his stance alone. You see so many, especially young players too. I mean, they try to generate so much power by so much movement. That's why it's just so unique to watch his batting stance and just how much power and bat speed he generates from that stance alone.
Calls timeout. His first home run here in this ballpark in his career. Longtime American leaguer, Brandon Lau. All those years for the Tampa Bay Rays and the offseason trade. Bounced to second. Ketel Marte brings up Reynolds, who singled, did not walk in the first inning, and he's walked a whole bunch. In fact, our Penn West University stat of the day: Major League Baseball's team leaders in walks, the individuals, the most walks in the major leagues since April the 1st. Brian Reynolds with 29, just behind Nick Kurtz, and for the season. Reynolds with 30 walks. Overall 5th in all of baseball. And 2nd in the National League behind only James Wood for the season. Woods walked 31 times. And Reynolds now with 30 walks. One ball, one strike. Think about that. He's walked 30 times already this season. He walked 57 times all last year.
Once again, acquisitions make a difference.
And a base hit to right. He's 2 for 2. And to Kevin's point, oh, by the way, that's 1,000 hits now for him. He came in at 998. Congrats to Brian Reynolds. Get that baseball. Yeah,
please.
Reynolds like sheepishly kind of says, hey, you know, make sure we get that ball.
That's the first time I've seen that where the player actually got the ball. They actually handed it to him.
That's funny. Yeah, that never happens.
Let me put it in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Brian Reynolds.
1,000 hits.
1,000 hits.
Here is O'Hearn. So Reynolds is now one of 5 Pirates in team history as he gets the baseball and hands it to Tarek Brock, and they'll toss that toward the clubhouse. 1-0 count. Again, Reynolds, one of 5 Pirates now in team history with at least 1,000 hits, 200 doubles, 140 homers. The others, Andrew McCutchen, Roberto Clemente, Dave Parker, and Willie Stargell.
That's a great list.
Quite a career for Brian Reynolds.
He's not letting up. He says he wants to bring a championship to Pittsburgh. He means it.
In his 8th year. Of course, he signed that big extension a couple years ago. Keeps him in a Pirate uniform at least through 2030 with a club option for 2031 at the age of 31. Pirates will be going to San Francisco over the weekend. The team that drafted Reynolds, the Giants. 2-2. Essentially as a first-round pick. It was their first pick that they had in the draft in 2016. And they chose Reynolds. 2-2 on O'Hearn.
Oh, get down.
On the field. Gurriel. 2 outs. And Soroka will now face Nick Gonzalez. Soroka, hockey player, played youth hockey in Canada as a goalie, and then.
Why wouldn't you, being from Calgary, right?
Yeah. Started concentrating on baseball then in his high school years.
Wait, did you say he played goalie?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Wasn't Tom Glavine a goalie?
Yeah, you know, no, he wasn't a goalie. No.
Oh boy, off of the foot.
Yeah. No protection for Nicky G.
Spanky LaValliere was a goalie.
Was he?
I think so.
Huh. Anytime I see a ball hit down there,
think about the injury, don't you?
Think about the injury. Yes, no doubt.
Similar to what happened in spring training last year. He stayed in the game for a while in that spring training contest and then returned, and then obviously not 100% healed. Fouled the ball off his foot when he hit a home run in Miami opening day. Cost him a bunch of time. Nick Gonzalez grew up about 130 miles from here. Tucson native. Is now 3 for 34 in his career against these Diamondbacks. The team that gives him the most trouble. These Snakes.
It's either one extreme or the other when you're playing close to home. You either have to deal with family and friends and tickets and just a nice little subtle distraction, or it's the exact opposite. You just thrive in it.
Pulls this one foul. He hit a ball, looked like it might go down the left field line in the first inning, but Nolan Arenado made a nice play on him.
I mean, you can watch Nolan Arenado and obviously Manny Machado. You can watch those two play third base all day, and just they make it look so easy. Throw Brian Hayes in that mix as well. It's just good defenders. Oh,
and
wow.
Reynolds takes off.
I love that.
Yeah. Catches everybody by surprise there. Reynolds steals just his second base and a perfect pitch to go on.
Ryan Reynolds is just really smart base runner. Got a great jump. Obviously with two strikes and with 2 outs, you want to get in scoring position. You love to see the Pirates being aggressive.
And he strikes out Gonzalez. The Bucks steal a base. Now you steal a deal. Scan on screen for $25 off at Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Welcome back for a battle of El Toro High School alums, Nolan Arenado versus Paul Skeens. I had asked Nolan earlier, what was your earliest memory of Paul Skeens? He said when he went back to high school to visit with his old baseball coach, he had asked him, trying to get a feel for the program and where it was at. Who should he be paying attention to? Who's good? His baseball coach said, well, among a few names, he mentioned a catcher going to Air Force. Nolan said he took a look at Skeens and said he seems a little big for a catcher. Coach said, yeah, his bat needs some work too. Arenado's dad even gave Paul some hitting lessons, but clearly didn't really need the bat to come around after it all. Arenado said to see him in his career at LSU was insane, and then seeing him in the big leagues, also amazing too here, Brownie, as Paul wins round 1 with Arenado. But Arenado's also seen him a lot playing with the Cardinals before the Diamondbacks. I said, hey, you've done pretty well against Skeens. He said, Hannah, don't jinx me. I said, sorry, I'm on the other side here, but may the best man win, Brownie.
Well, as this is going on, you see Paul Skeens, Hannah, handle what could have been a flub, but very calmly picks the ball up and throws out a fellow Charger, El Toro High School in Southern California. And we'll see another El Toro product this weekend. Matt Chapman of the Giants. Levin Furniture and Mattress Strike Zone, a strike there. Thanks again to Hannah. That's good stuff about that high school. Also produced Austin Romine, an 11-year big league veteran. Tapper foul. A couple of hits last night for Moreno, including a 6th inning RBI double. He was thrown out trying to stretch a single into a double in the 7th inning on a great play by then left fielder Jake Mangum. O'Hearn runs out of room. See plenty of black and gold in the stands.
It is a lot of black and gold here.
Oh my gosh.
It's always fun to see.
Great. Mark and Nicholas and Graham Farraco, Bob Gattuso. This pitch misses. Pirate fans everywhere, including a bunch watching. How about Danny Murtaugh's son, Tim Murtaugh, living in Leesburg, Virginia, watches all the Pirate games. Happy birthday, Tim Murtaugh. And a strikeout for Skeens. Moreno.
A birthday strikeout.
Yeah, good timing.
Another good fastball at the top of the zone, 98, just above. It's hard to get on top of that.
We saw J.R. House over there at third base coaching box, a former Pirate. We got Jack Wilson was here, living in the Phoenix area, visiting many, including a former Pirate, Jeff Bannister. And
oh, you love that shirt too.
well, for a minute I thought that was Grilly.
It did look like him, didn't it?
Yeah. It's hilarious that we're really wearing a Skeens hat like that.
Who are you really here to see, by the way?
Right. Yes.
He's got his cone too, Brownie. Look at that. Missed. Billy Cook signed that cone. Look at that. You can see it. That's impressive.
2-1. While we're on the birthday list, Paul Cannon will keeps the scoreboard. There's a lot of things over a 50-year career with Pirates organization. Celebrated a birthday on Monday. Danny Murtaugh's son, Tim, by the way, managed the Charleston Charlies in West Virginia for a time, affiliate of the Pirates for years. A few seasons back. 2-2. It was great to see Tom Gorzelani here yesterday, a former Pirate lefty.
Yes, Buckos are all over.
He and Matt Capps and Don Kelly, former teammates back in the mid, about 2005, 6 or 7. Teammates with the Bucks. Yeah, Gorzelani is a rehab coordinator for the D-backs.
Yeah, it was good to get caught up with Jack Wilson today. He's filling us in on Jacob and how Jacob was doing over there. Sacramento with the A's. I think they're in Philly today. So he's watching his at-bats.
We will see Jacob Wilson later this year when play in West Sacramento, the A's. Roller. There we go. 1, 2, 3 for Paul Skeens. 1-zip. Welcome to the Toyota Rav 4th inning. There's Jack Flash. Former Pirates shortstop Jack Wilson lives here in Phoenix. It's funny. He's with a former teammate, Matt Capps. Yeah, they see. They're just like kids.
Beavis and.
Yes. Yeah. They would agree with that. Strike one.
Yeah.
Marcell Ozuna.
You're talking about you can't pick a better man that loves the game of baseball.
Both of them.
Just seriously, they just.
Capps and Joe and Ray in the back. Strike 0-2 on Marcell Ozuna. But hanging around Jack today, he realized that the A's were playing in Philadelphia. He gets his phone out and he checks it. I said, "Don't you watch?" He goes, I can't watch the games." And catch made by Ildemaro Vargas. Ozuna 0 for 2. Fouls out to the first baseman. And brings up Spencer Horwitz, who tripled to deep center field. First career triple. Third baseman Arenado guarding against the bunt.
Yeah, Spencer Horwitz, I mean, if you play back on him, he will drop one down on you. He's going to find a way to beat you any way he can. And watch him lay down a bunt earlier in this year. Had a third baseman way back. I don't think you want to do it with that guy.
2-1. Horwitz and Lau had last night off against a lefty. That's hit hard to left center field, sending Thomas back. And oh my goodness, what a catch!
Goodness gracious.
Alec Thomas. Wow, what a play. That's sensational. And he made it look relatively easy.
Yes, he did. I mean,
I don't know how he got to that ball.
We're going to get a good look at this, and you can see how far he had to go to get this ball. This is a left-hander hitting the ball that's running away from you into left center. And folks, when I tell you, this is what he was doing during batting practice all day today off live BP, and it was amazing just to watch him range. He just covers so much ground. What an amazing catch. Huh, so impressive.
Alec Thomas. What the hitter must think.
There's no doubt. I mean, you're taking extra bases away. We might have had to put Spencer Horwitz on the cycle watch. I figured that ball would have fell.
Fly ball right field. And 1, 2, 3, thanks to the great catch by Alec Thomas. Big Time Bats is releasing the Paul Skeens Cy Young collection with historic deep cut bats, chrome bats, and baseballs. Go to BigTimeBats.com. So for Skeens, 9 up, 9 down first time through, and back to the top in Geraldo Perdomo. Always important to watch that pitch count for all pitchers. 37, pretty good, pretty efficient, and that'll help. Pop up.
High sky.
Reynolds. Oh, second pitch of the inning. Perdomo pops to left.
It's that time in Arizona where the sky does become a factor. You're looking up into the Chase Field, and they open the roof. The sun just set. That ball just kind of blends in with the sky. You can see it there. It's not the easiest thing. You can't take your eye off it, that's for sure.
No intent there for Marte. Kind of walk toward the front of the batter's box.
Yeah, you see Paul Skeens once again starting to tell Marte off on an off-speed pitch. Making sure you get him off of that fastball.
Deep first. Horwitz to Skeens. And 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Another
4
nice
pitches
job.
total.
Yes, another nice job. Off-speed pitches. Even up the count. Weak contact. These are all the things that Paul Skeens, just part of his game plan. Brownie, you can't convince me otherwise. I mean, being able to see what took place yesterday, I mean, you put that in your database as a pitcher, you can actually take advantage of exactly how the offense is attacking you.
In other words, Skeens watching.
Yes, that whole staff is watching everything. They take that iron sharpens iron seriously in this starting rotation. And they'll look at him right there. That's a good group of young pitchers.
Yeah, led by that guy. Talking to Jeff Bannister, longtime baseball man, the bench coach of the Diamondbacks, about Skeens, and of course he's seen him now. This is the 4th start for Skeens against the Diamondbacks, and talking about just the arm angle, and even he says, the other thing, you don't realize how massive this guy is, how big he is. Left center field, and Cruz is over, and a quick, efficient 7-pitch 4th inning. MLB Plus is new for 2026. Stream MLB Network 24/7 in the U.S. and select out-of-market games every week, plus live radio broadcasts of every game, Game Day 3D, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today. Here's Henry Davis hitting off against Michael Soroka and pulls this ball foul. He drew the walk in the 2nd inning after the leadoff triple by Horwitz. Connor Griffin struck out, and then Davis drew the walk on the 3-2 pitch. The next batter, O'Neal Cruz, hit the ground ball to first that led to a some bad base running and double play. Soroka had a 1-2-3 4th. He's kind of tightened up the belt buckle a little bit here.
Being able to pitch that fastball in on the plate. Now he's going away with it as well.
Strikeout number 3. Next homestand will begin on Tuesday night. 3-game series against the Colorado Rockies, and then the Phillies come in for a 3-game series. And on Friday night, May the 15th, it's a great Zambelli fireworks show following the 6:40 game. Go to Pirates.com/fireworks. Pirates and Phillies for a weekend series that starts May the 15th. And again, the homestand begins against the Rockies Tuesday night. Tuesday, Wednesday night games, and then a Thursday matinee game at PNC Park. home run by Brandon Lau in the first inning. The difference in this game, and Cruz fouls that one off his foot.
Cruz goes down for a second and shake that one off. That hit his back foot or his front foot?
Oh, look, maybe off the knee. Hit the ground and then shin. A little bit of trouble getting in the box. Played umpire John Payne trying to
shaking. Yeah, it looks like it was the knee.
Foul tip and a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Soroka. And as Lau comes to the plate, time for our Penn West University Educating You. That home run for Brandon Lau, already his 9th of the season. You know, the Pirates second baseman combined all of last year had a total of 8 home runs. A total all year of 8 homers.
That's impressive.
He's the first Pirates second baseman with 9 homers through the first 36 games. Going back to at least 1974 based on games played at that second base position.
Oh, that's
and
a
that's
knock.
going to be a beautiful base hit. Oh, that's a beauty. And Arenado throws anyway. Wow, how about that? Two extremes.
No doubt.
435-foot bomb in the first inning, and this dribbler that goes maybe 92 feet.
Hey, base runners matter. Especially the top part of this lineup. This Pirate offense has some guys that just get on base. We shared before how big this outfit is and how big the gaps are.
A little more than 90 feet. 49 miles an hour exit velo.
Oh, Brian doesn't think he tipped that.
Not at all.
He's like, that wasn't me. That was the catcher's mitt.
Telling John Payne that's not a foul ball.
Oh, they said
he swung anyway.
Yeah. Brian's like, well, wait a minute now. Let's get our story straight. Yeah, there's no chance. He didn't anywhere close to touching that ball. He missed it by like 3 feet.
And I don't think he really came close swinging either.
No.
That's not challengeable.
No. Oh man. That might have been the furthest distance from a foul tip I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, he must have heard the catcher's mitt. Maybe tipped like a piece of the leather or something.
Maybe. Sound like a double click.
Yeah. Hey, it's a couple pickoff plays.
You know, Kevin, eventually, don't you think? Because between innings, let's watch this again. See if he actually did check it.
Yeah, that's close. I mean,
yeah.
But he definitely did not tip the ball. I don't think there's any doubt of that.
Oh, 2. Talking about the check swings, whether that might eventually be automated down the road.
I was thinking about that earlier this morning. I'm like, they do that. I mean, you're talking about adding some additional time in the game. That's a nice emergency hack.
And of course, Reynolds stole a base in the 3rd inning, and with that steal, you steal a deal. Scan on screen with $25 off at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. There it is. His 2nd stolen base of the season. Brian Reynolds in that 3rd inning.
Yeah, I just liked it at the timing of the stolen base. With 2 outs. Just trying to find a way to steal a run, get in scoring position. It was a nice job by Brian Reynolds.
And Reynolds knew he went. Payne had to ask Ben May, the 3rd base umpire, if he did, and he certainly did. So go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0.
Welcome back. Jared Jones started his second rehab game today with AAA Indianapolis in the first game of a doubleheader after a rainout yesterday when he was originally scheduled to pitch. He finished the outing throwing 54 pitches, 35 for strikes, 3 innings total of 1-run ball, gave up 5 hits, 1 walk while striking out 2. Brownie, when I asked him how he felt, he responded, "Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?" So in Jared Jones terms, that means he probably feels great and can't wait to get back to answer all my hundreds of questions each week when he pitches. So I think all is good with Jared Jones.
And speaking of hundreds, I understand his fastball topped out about 100 at Indy, Hannah. So, you know, we keep our fingers crossed that he continues to march on, and hopefully all things go well. We'll see him toward the end of the month.
It did top out at 100, Brownie, but I think we would all appreciate when Jared Jones's sarcasm and fun comes back too to this rotation, to add to the shenanigans they've had going on this year on top of the excellent pitching.
A perfect fit. It really is. It's just you feel like it's missing that personality of Jared Jones. 2-1. Del Castillo. It's now 2-2. I'm sure Skeens misses his buddy in that rotation. Jared Jones says no to Davis. You don't see him shake him off much. And throws him a fastball and gets the strikeout.
Yep, these two work really good together. You can see another exploding fastball at the top of the zone. Get it close to your eyes, you think you can hit it. Paul Skeens, that running fastball just continues to have that late movement, running away from the lefties.
And 1 pitch to Vargas is popped up, and Griffin in shallow center. Took 5 pitches to retire Del Castillo. 1 pitch gets Vargas. Now Gurriel. A 7-pitch 4th inning for Skeens. See if he can retire Gurriel with great efficiency. Gurriel, maybe the hardest hit ball off of him so far. A line out to center at the center fielder Cruz.
And you see getting ahead with the splitter. So efficient all evening.
Oh man.
Yeah, back-to-back splitters, and that's like you said, you just make adjustment based off of what the opposing team is doing. They like to hit fastballs. This is a good fastball hitting ball club. Just that nasty split finger.
That's that reaction to Splinker.
Yes, that's the one.
Combination splitter and sinker. That is that movement we're talking about.
And it is moving.
0-2. Went back to it. '63rd Major League start for Skeens. One-two pitch. Fouled off his foot and drops the bat. Gurriel.
Another splitter. It's just a steady dosage. Or as we say, the Splinker now.
Yeah.
Is that 5 in a row? I think it was 5 in a row. At some point as a hitter, you're thinking you're going to get something different.
Yeah. It was a two-seamer fastball that he lined into center field his first time up.
It looks like it was 4 in a row.
What's he going to get? 1 and 2.
Now that high fastball just missed his spot.
Very Splinker, two-seamer, four-seamer heavy, and not many sweepers. A little tapper It's going to be a tough play. The bare hand, the throw, and he throws it past Horwitz. We'll see what the official scorer rules. The perfect game is gone. Skeens looks at his hand.
Yeah,
and for now, it's a base hit.
See if he possibly dug his finger into the ground when he went to barehand his ball, or if he's okay. No, looks like it popped up. He just yanked it. I'm just hoping he didn't do anything to his finger. He looks fine. But more importantly, tying runs on base, and as we talked about, Nolan Arenado now comes to the plate, who's had some success against Paul Skeens, being able to put the ball on the other side of the wall as well.
He retires the first 14 consecutive batters he faces here tonight. Reminiscent, started to feel like that game in Milwaukee against the Brewers. And there's a line drive, base hit to left for sure. Arenado on it.
And Nolan Arenado ready to hit. Fastball right down the middle of the plate. You see him head down and that patented swing. Nice hard contact. Now you get to reset everything. Paul Skeens just could do what he does with runners in scoring position, which is attack the hitter.
Yeah, now you can put the idea of a perfect game well behind you. No hitter, no chance.
Now you see you're right, Brownie goes away from that sweeper. Threw 15 sweepers at last start. Haven't seen too many of those tonight.
A splitter there. Arenado now with 6 hits in 16 career at bats versus Skeens.
Oh, that's a nice location. Good two-seam fastball riding in on the hands of Moreno. Looking for a ball that over the plate. You see that when it starts on in the middle of the plate and it runs in on those hands at 98. Now as a hitter, you're thinking you have to get the head out. You want to get to beat that ball to the spot. So
now what do you do if you're
Henry Davis has some options. He can double up in off the plate, or he can go possibly with the slinker down and away or a sweeper down and away.
the other way, and the catch is made by O'Hearn. And so they break up the no-hit bid, but it's still 1-0. Pirates Baseball on SNP is presented by your Western PA Chevy dealers, Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in Pittsburgh, and by Levin Furniture and Mattress, Pittsburgh's #1 furniture and mattress store. Ryan O'Hearn leads off here. Good Homestead Grays jersey there, Pirates fan, and O'Hearn takes ball one. He has walked and flied out. Really is great to see all the different Pirate jerseys. In this case, they're a Homestead Grays jersey. Ground ball right side and off the glove of the backhand play by Vargas, but a nice recovery by Ketel Marte, and Soroka, not a spectator, gets over there to cover.
Yeah, well executed. It all starts with Soroka being able to come off of that mound. If he hesitates for a second, Ryan O'Hearn is leading off on first base this inning. Ketel Marte, AHN Supermo gives you a good look. And hold your position. And a ball almost popped out. A little snow cone. Yeah, Vargas not very familiar with that first base bag.
Gonzalez has bounced out and struck out. 5 Ks for Soroka. Gave up the home run to Brandon Lau, second batter of the game. Then the Pirates were setting up shop for a big inning. Not just in the first, after the home run, the Reynolds single, O'Hearn walked, but Gonzalez grounded to Arenado. Osuna flied out. And then they had first and third, one out in the second. As Gonzalez tries to figure out what these D-backs pitchers have been doing to him over the years.
Yeah, and the Pirates offense trying to figure out how to
get to
put up
Soroka.
some crooked numbers. It's a lot of zeros over the last game and a half now. This Pirates offense needs to break out, get some separation.
Soroka, former first-round pick of the Atlanta Braves, and then all kinds of injury issues. Was a young all-star in 2019. And a drive to deep right field, but Carroll gets there.
Not a lot of room out there in that outfield. A couple guys that can go chase it down.
Corbin Carroll over toward the right field corner as Gonzalez put a charge into it.
And that ball too from the right hand hitting Gonzalez is tailing away from Corbin Carroll.
And a player that needs to get going right here.
Couldn't think of a better time for Marcell Ozuna to get a big ball, hit a home run. Just give a little more breathing room, Browning.
Credit Soroka. The D-backs signed him to a one-year free agent deal, $7.5 million. After he battled through the injuries and played for a couple other organizations. Yeah, he went 1 and 2.
Yeah, Marcell Ozuna's been doing it for a while. When you see a swing like this, you just know a guy's just not comfortable. Just the frustration, you're just trying to find it. Trying to just get your timing down, just try to have a good at bat.
Tonight he's flied out to right and fouled out to the first baseman. There's a line drive to right field on the 2-2 pitch. That had to feel good. Statcast powered by Google Cloud is going to show you what happened to Horwitz in the fourth inning. Watch Alec Thomas cover 92 feet.
You see that sprint speed at 29 miles per hour. That's getting after it. Without that, you're not going to make that play. And he was running full speed all 92 feet.
That is flying. 29 feet per second for Alec Thomas to rob Horwitz of extra bases. Thought he had it in the second inning. The triple. He got a glove on it.
Yeah, he was really disappointed he didn't make that play.
Looking over at his left fielder, move over to the left.
2 strikes. They're shading Spencer Horwitz now to opposite field.
Oh, strike 3 called. Soroka puts up another 0. Head to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0. (1-0) Pirates on the UPMC scoreboard. Pirates baseball is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. There's Pops, Mark Farraco, and his family. Farrak, former Pirate sales director, a lot of years with WPXI sales. Talking to his son Nicholas there, living in Phoenix.
Where's his grandson though?
Well, he's out looking for another baseball.
Might be eating one of those churro dogs I saw
maybe, yeah.
Hannah bring in here earlier.
Graham Farraco, his grandson, and his brother-in-law who's right.
KY, his face got his eyes got so wide when he saw me bring that in earlier. So I think that's exactly where he is. He needs to go get it.
I think you're right.
It was worth it.
It
was
was
a little sweet. I'll admit that. It was a little sweet, but I shared the wealth.
Oh,
with
there
everybody.
he is.
Oh, there he
There's
is.
Graham.
Yeah.
Dad.
We got to get him another hat.
Get on the phone to Farraco, by the way. I know you guys are watching. Strike 3 as Paul Skeens gets Alec Thomas. That's number 4. And back to the top of the order, Geraldo Perdomo. Right down the middle. HN Supermo.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he was disappointed in it, the location, but he got the result needed.
Showing bunt. Well, that looked like it might have been a strike.
Wow.
No challenge. Perdomo has struck out and flied to left. High fly ball. Right center. Cruz. 2 outs. So Skeens trying to get out of the 6th inning under 70 pitches. I mean, this is huge so far for the big man. Talked about it in our open.
That's exactly what the Pirates needed. I'm sure he'll stay away from the fastball here with Ketel Marte.
Ball 1.
Went with the 4-seam fastball up.
Two 2-0. Ketel Marte. Again, this for Skeens, his 4th career start against Arizona.
Oh, wow.
In on him, and Paul Skeens, 68 pitches through 6 innings. 1-0 Pirates. You can stream Pirates games at home or on the go with SNP 360. Just go to getsnp360.com or scan the QR code, log in with your provider, and get direct access to live games plus all of the Pittsburgh sports content you love. And here's Connor Griffin. We talked about Griffin making the in-game adjustments. He struck out in the 2nd on 3 straight slurves, flied out in the 4th. See what he's learned here, his 3rd at bat, 1-1. Seven-game hitting streak for him. And he's got himself a base hit on the 1-1 pitch.
And once again, it was the slurve. That's just the impressive part of watching him continue to develop as a major league hitter.
So special.
Look at the eyes, the focus, and the head down. Off-speed pitch, stay through the middle of the field.
What a great example of what you're talking about.
Now the Pirates, you have this type of speed on the base pass early. You look to see them break open this game.
Does Henry Davis bunt? I would. Yeah, he's flinching. Takes the strike. Try and get Griffin into scoring position. Need a run.
Yeah, even if you're not, but I like the fact that he scored around, because now it does shorten up the infield. The corners are in.
I don't know why you wouldn't bunt, Kevin. Well, you could have the runner steal.
That's why.
And he's safe, the stolen base.
Yes, that's pretty impressive.
That's his 8th stolen base.
The jump was amazing, and just he gets the top speed so quickly, very much like O'Neal Cruz.
Quick peek.
And nice job by Henry Davis taking the pitch and allowing him to get in that position.
When Moreno got rid of that ball quickly,
he did,
too, didn't he?
He did. And look at the jump. That was a bang play.
He's 8 for 8 in steals.
So often we talk about offense and how does it really work. You don't need the big hit, you just need a productive at bat. And right now Henry Davis, anything glove side or shortstop on the ground will do a job. Just Get it past the pitcher, glove side of shortstop. You can get Connor Griffin at third base here with nobody out.
And Davis not able to advance. Connor Griffin.
And those are the at-bats that frustrate Henry Davis, and along with your hitting coach as well. It's just you find a way to get the job done. Pirates have missed on a couple of them executing situational hitting. The man on third with nobody. It looks like this is going to be it for Soroka.
Torey Lovullo going to call on his lone lefty in the bullpen. Soroka goes 6 1/3. Well, apologies. Thought that the skipper had called on the lefty Garcia, the only lefty in the bullpen. We saw Garcia pitch last night, but he goes to the righty Kevin Ginkel.
We were wondering when it was going to happen, Brownie. O'Neill Cruz's success against lefties early in this season, and now Kevin Ginkel comes in. You see his numbers. Maybe the league is starting to pay attention to O'Neill's success against left-handed pitchers.
Interesting, because Ginkel's not been great against left-handed batters, and that's not close. Left-handed batters hitting .286 against him. Righties .130. Those reverse splits. Normally you'd go to a guy that has those reverse. Oh, balk is called. Well, that'll help.
That'll help a lot.
Gets him to third base with one out.
I'm sure that'll bring the infield in. Now O'Neill Cruz has an opportunity, situational hitting, to execute. Once again, another man on third base with less than 2 outs.
Infield will come in. And Griffin saw it right away. Second base umpire Chris Conroy called it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Watch Griffin.
Baseball IQ.
Ground ball to second. Griffin breaks for the plate. The throw, and what a play by Marte and Moreno to get Griffin at the plate.
Well, I tell you what, if he's actually out, man, that was a heck of a play by Marte. Pretty good jump as well from Connor Griffin. Wow, what a play. Yeah, just got him right there, man. Pirates offense fails to execute. You got to tip your cap to Marte. What a play. Get the speedy Connor Griffin at the plate.
Diamondbacks have made some outstanding defensive plays tonight to keep it a 1-0 deficit.
Yeah, coming into the series, we talked about it, how they were just kind of the middle of the pack defensively. They haven't really stood out, and that's not really their MO. They've always been really good defensively, and they've showed up this series.
Allowed 2 of the 7 Pirate hits, including his first inning home run, his 9th of the year. Foul ball.
You see Kevin Ginkel really hold in that position here with 2 outs. O'Neill Cruz, the base stealer that he is, just trying to get him out of rhythm. O'Neill looked like he wanted to go that pitch, but kind of got locked into that position with that lean, and Kevin Ginkel holding to the last second of the pitch clock.
And it had the lean there, and Cruz gets back. And he takes off, and he'll make it without a play.
That was a good pitch to go on. Off-speed pitch down in the dirt.
Stolen base number 12 for Cruz.
It's a pretty good jump from O'Neill. It's 2 times now the Pirates with 2 outs have kind of opened up their running game, and that's what you want to see from this ball club, because they have some base stealers on here. Find a way to get out there and get in scoring position.
And a fly ball right center. And Thomas puts it away. So head to the bottom of the 7th. That's still a 1-0 ball game. Take a look at the All-State Good Hands replay. Some of the defense. How about Arenado? 10-time Gold Glover, almost doubled up Nick Gonzalez. This play, tremendous work by Alec Thomas on the drive hit by Spencer Horwitz, and we saw just the top of the 7th inning. Ketel Marte and Gabriel Moreno. Yet Connor Griffin at the plate. Defense for the Diamondbacks. Ketel Marte checking it. Corbin Carroll now here at the bottom of the 7th against Paul Skeens.
Looking at all those plays, Browning, you just saw, all of them either take away extra base hits or, more importantly, runs scored. They were big plays of this game.
Time to stack the deck, presented by the Baseball Card Castle in Cranberry. Corbin Carroll, how about that dandy? 2023 Bowman rookie card. Of course, he was the 2023 National League Rookie of the Year. Paul Skeens won it the following year, and here they are. Stack the deck, presented by Baseball Card Castle in Cranberry. Corbin Carroll, 2023 Bowman rookie card. The year he won Rookie of the Year.
He wanted to
challenge too late.
He wanted to. The way this game's going, those challenges are going to mean a lot down the road the last couple innings.
Goes the other way, line drive, and the catch made by Reynolds on the 2-2 pitch.
A nice read by Brian Reynolds. That low line drive we shared last night. Had a similar play in right field as well. Chase Field, the lights are so high at this ballpark, you don't have to worry about those lights affecting that low line drive to the outfielders.
It's interesting, the height, the light standards.
So Brian's pretty thankful for that as well.
Del Castillo has grounded out and struck out.
Brian, I can honestly say that the few times that I did play the outfield, that was like the worst feeling, is you see a line drive coming and then it disappears into the lights. All you think about is, I don't want to have to run and chase this ball down in the outfield.
Help. 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes. On deck is Ildemaro Vargas. 1-2 pitch in the air to left. And again, Skeens, in terms of efficiency, this is one of his best starts of his career. This is his 63rd Major League start and one of absolutely his most efficient. Look at the pitch count.
That's so impressive.
His 7-inning, 1-hit shutout performance against the Milwaukee Brewers 2 starts back, 7 innings, 93 pitches. Now it's going to take some doing to dispatch Vargas now in 3 pitches or less. He falls behind 1-0. Vargas usually takes a little bit of time, regardless of whether he's retired or not. He comes in with a batting average of now .367, came in at .374. National League's leading hitter. The switch hitting Ildemaro Vargas. 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes pitch 80. He's going to do it. He's going to go through and in 7 innings allow 2 hits, no runs in 80 pitches. Wow.
Welcome back and happy birthday to Yohan Ramirez. The birthday shenanigans continue in the Pirates clubhouse. Today he walked into the clubhouse to a cardboard cutout of himself, balloons at his locker, and cookies with his picture on them. This was not a Skeen surprise. Look, even the cake with the sparkle belt. Yeah, Bill Murphy is proudly sporting that today, by the way. But someone behind the scenes put all this together. Regardless, Yohan loved it. He and Dennis Santana said, I have to eat one of the cookies down here too, Brownie, but then save the other one in the freezer so every day when you open it, you wake up to Yohan's smile. So that is the plan for the cookies.
And Hannah still smiling at the age of 31 now. Yohan Ramirez, as the first batter, Brian Reynolds, bounces out against Juan Murillo.
And you see Murillo's numbers. No free passes from him as well. He attacks his own. Hey, going back to the happy birthday boy, that's pretty special. You like to see that, just the team itself, you know. They just never miss a moment to continue to stay connected through thick and thin. Just love to see those guys. 26 guys just with 1 goal.
Two and 1 on O'Hearn. The one big swing. Brandon Lau's first inning home run has stood up to this point.
Yeah, Ryan O'Hearn has one thing on his mind now, is get a pitch out over the plate that he can swing for extra bases.
Murillo has allowed 1 homer in his last 49 games, going back to May of last year, his rookie year. Gurriel 2 away in the 8th inning. Speaking of birthdays, how about this for a birthday present? Yeah, the kids Brandon Lau jersey given away on Sunday, May 17th. Sunday, May 17th against the Phillies, 1:35. All kids 14 and under will get one of these Brandon Lau kids jerseys. Get your tickets at Pirates.com. Cool looking jersey. Sunday, May 17th. This ball's fouled out of play by Nick Gonzalez, who's 0 for 3.
Oh,
ouch.
Caught him on the finger. It looks like back of the hand. See if they want to take a look at it. No, but you can tell by Nicky G's. Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's the finger one. And those sting a ton. Oh, right off the pinky.
Now Marcell Ozuna. Hard single to right field his last time up. Mario has not given up a run in his last 14 straight home games. The pacer, Paul Skeens. Skeens at 80 pitches through 7 innings, which is actually his second most efficient start. He had a game in his rookie year, July of 2024, against the Cardinals, 7 innings, 78 pitches. 2 balls and a strike. Just stalking. I'd like the Pirates to score a couple more runs, but he's also anxious to get back on that hill. Fly ball to right. It's Carroll, and that will do it. And I think Paul Skeens will head back to the hill. Pirates lead 1-0. You see who's at third base, Jared Triolo. So Nick Gonzalez removed from the game. And Don Kelly goes out to tell home plate umpire John Tempane about the change, as Lourdes Gurriel Jr. swings and misses. Paul Skeens. Nick Gonzalez going out there to see. There's the associate head trainer Joel Harris checking on that pinky finger.
Yeah, I hope everything's okay for Nicky G.
Oh, two.
That's the one you hope. It just maybe pinch. Yeah, the pinky wrap underneath that the handle of the bat. Maybe just pinch the skin a little bit. Hopefully nothing too serious.
Oh, 0-2 count on Gurriel, who reached on an infield single. Skeens had retired the first 14 straight. And then Gurriel. Paul Sewell, Taylor Clark for the Diamondbacks. Nolan Arenado, who's on deck, then singled a line drive in the 5th inning to left field following the hit by Gurriel. 2-2. He gets another strikeout. That's 5, 1 away in the 8th inning.
That was such a big strikeout for Paul Skeens.
And that strikeout was presented by Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. And here's the matchup.
Yeah, now going against Nolan Arenado here at the bottom part of this, bottom third of this lineup.
Nolan Arenado. Two and 0.
Brown, as you look forward, if he can get through this inning, a 1-2-3 inning, you look forward to him getting to Alek Thomas to lead off the bottom of the 9th.
He's got to come all the way back. 2-1. And
nice off-speed pitch from Nolan Arenado there, and just to get him off of that fastball. Nice sweeper down at the bottom of the zone.
2-1. Whoa. 3-1. This is Skeens' longest outing since June 8th of last year, when he went 7 2/3 innings against the Phillies. And 3-2, his second 3-ball count of the night. And the pitch count is at 90.
And you can see why this is such a tough matchup with Paul Skeens, because with the splinter, Nolan Arenado is one of those rare low ball hitters. Really uses his legs and takes his head down to the ball down, and that splinter works down in the zone. He can also get on top of the fastball. And I'll see what Henry Davis and Paul Skeens come up with here. 3-2.
Big payoff pitch. Foul tip, struck him out.
What with the changeup?
Skeens strikes out Nolan Arenado. 2 away.
Just break out the 3-2 changeup on you. This is what you can do when you can throw all your pitches for strikes. You just have all kind of arsenal to work with.
The smirk and the Arenado reaction.
Look at the movement on this changeup, Brown.
Wow. 2 outs. Here's Gabriel Moreno now. Strike 1. And a challenge, the first of the night.
Previous pitch was called a strike. The batter's count.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Oh, just catches the top of the zone.
The call is confirmed. Arizona has 1 challenge remaining.
Each pitch is so precious right now in terms of how long Skeens stays in the game. You got a couple of things in the balance. How long will Skeens go? 1-0 game. One ball, 1 strike. You're watching the pitch count. 102 pitches, his last time out in 5 innings against the Cardinals. Falls behind 2-1.
The best part about this, Brownie, Paul Skeens with just 6 strikeouts. He's been pitching in contact, and that's what's that quick efficiency has been huge.
Oh boy, falls behind 3-1. Now he's got an extra day's rest twice now. He's pitched on an extra day's rest. In fact, a couple times, a couple days of extra rest. 3-1. 3-2.
The plot thickens.
It does. 3-2, 2 outs. You want him so badly to get Moreno right here to give him a shot in the 9th. He's gone 8 innings or more twice in his career. Three-two. He got him! Paul Skeens strikes out the 3 in a row in the 8th. It's still 1-0. Pirates baseball on SNP is presented by PMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP, and by Barrel Automotive, driven to be better. Well, the crowd reaction here and the noise level went up. We didn't know exactly what was going on, but the Pirate fans react. Oh, looks like he's done.
What an
Getting
outing.
the hugs.
What an outing, though. Paul Skeens delivered exactly what the Buccos
Man
needed.
alive. It's the 4th time in his career he goes at least 8 innings. And so Gregory Soto getting ready for the 9th.
Yeah. Have some lefties coming up. You see what happens.
97 pitches for Skeens.
You see Taylor Clark's numbers, a right-hander, opposing average of 196. And this is the perfect time for the Pirates offense to add on here at the top of the 9th.
Drive to right by Horowitz, and again right off the jump, Corbin Carroll.
Spencer Horwitz has been on fire all day long. It doesn't have a ton to show for it. Another hard hit contact. But look at Paul Skeens.
Happy camper.
Yes. The efficiency in Brownie, honestly, the striking out the side, I mean, that was impressive. And that put that strikeout total up to 7, but the efficiency in which he worked in the day, those strikeouts, that pitch count can add up a lot. And so 7 strikeouts with a lot of minimal contact was the key to his success today. Stayed ahead in the count.
2 base runners, 1 infield single by Gurriel, and then the line drive that followed by Nolan Arenado. That was it. 2 base runners. So you look at 2 of his last 3 starts. You know, he got, you'd say, roughed up a little bit in 5 innings against the Cardinals his last time out at PNC Park. But then prior to that, in Milwaukee on the 24th against the Brewers.
Wow.
Now back by Connor Griffin.
Connor Griffin almost changed the scoreboard. Had an elevated pitch. Look at that swing.
Two and two. 4th time for Skeens to go as many as 8 innings in his career. June 3rd last year, mentioned that against Houston, gave up 1 run in 8 innings. May 18th against the Phillies last year, 1 run in 8 innings. And his rookie year, July 23rd, 2024 against the Cardinals, 8 1/3, 2 runs. He's never had an outing like this, 8 innings of shutout baseball. Talking to Bill Murphy. Strike 3 called. And the Pirates wrap up this series here tomorrow afternoon. Mitch Keller gets the call for the Pirates against Zach Gallen of the D-backs. Coverage here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh starts at 2:30 tomorrow. All Skeens with pitching coach Bill Murphy. Strike called. Henry Davis. A couple of strikes on him. Two outs, nobody on. Alec Thomas, Geraldo Perdomo, Ketel Marte due up. Thomas a lefty hitter. Perdomo, Marte switch hitters. Fourth pitcher to go tonight for the Diamondbacks. Taylor Clark. Soroka 6 1/3 strong, 1 run. Kevin Ginkel with the last 2 outs of the 7th. Juan Murillo, a scoreless 8th, and now Taylor Clark. A line drive out and a strikeout. Davis, it's a long way, but again pulls it foul.
Yeah, Henry Davis just find a way to get on base. So O'Neill Cruz on deck. Henry almost put that ball over there in the upper deck. Like to see O'Neill come up in this situation.
Fly ball left center. Oh, almost some confusion there. Thomas, though, makes the catch. 3 more outs to get. It's only 1-0. It's up to Gregory Soto. One nothing going to the bottom of the 9th inning. Pirates lead at this Pirates pitching change presented by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust. Other changes for the Pirates, along with Gregory Soto.
Let's see Soto's numbers. That opposing average. He's just been dominant in these situations as well. Skinny ERA.
This is a pinch hitter. Righty Jose Fernandez. And ball 1. O'Hearn moves from right to first. Billy Cook goes out to right. Jose Fernandez pinch hitting for the lefty batting Alec Thomas.
Oh, nice change of pace by Soto. Nice sweeper there. Such a big difference. You have a 97 mile per hour fastball. You drop 16 miles per hour with that off-speed pitch. Caught Fernandez way out in front.
One-two pitch. Struck him out looking with that sweeper.
Oh. That's filthy. Backdoor sweeper.
Skeens reacts. And now the switch hitting, Geraldo Perdomo. Better against lefties than he is righties, so he's better from this side of the plate. 263 versus lefties, 235 against righties. OPS 807 versus lefties, 734 against righties. He is 1 for 3 in his career against Soto. He's 0 for 2 in his career against Dennis Santana with 2 walks. Pirates looking at all these numbers, all the reasons why they go with this lefty Soto rather than Dennis Santana. 3-1. Ketel Marte on deck is 2 for 5 in his career against Santana with a home run. Big strike there. Huge.
See him slide step into that fastball. Well placed.
Tying run aboard.
The first free pass for Pirates pitchers this evening.
Marte 1 for 1 with a walk against Gregory Soto in the past. Ball 1. High pop up. Shallow right. Cook calls for it. Makes the catch. 2 away.
Well, nobody said it'd be easy.
No.
Now Soto goes against Corbin Carroll. Now this is a good matchup.
Carroll 0 for 2 in the past against Soto. Oh, big cut on the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. How about Corbin Carroll? Have you seen what he's done against lefty pitchers this year?
Tell us, Browning.
422 against lefties. 19 for 45 against righties. He's hitting 162.
You almost think that's a misprint.
I know it.
It's like, did they get the
1 ball, 1 strike. Bounce to first and rings the Jolly Roger. Paul Skeens and Gregory Soto combined on a 1-0 shutout. A first-inning home run by Brandon Lau, the only score.
Wow, Brownie, what a baseball game. All 21,000 fans have stayed to the last out as well because they were hanging on, but the Pirates are able to get back into this series. It's a big game, and you'd love to see Brandon Lau come back after a couple of days off and deliver the one and only run. But what about Paul Skeens, his ability to just go out and pitch so efficiently deep into this ball game and had the Arizona Diamondbacks offense had them staggered. They had no idea what to do with that.
Yeah, hoist the cone. Time for the North Star Chevrolet Buick and GMC star of the game. I wonder who it is. Paul Skeens, 8 innings, 2 hits. It's one of his most efficient starts of his career. Goes 97 pitches, gets the win, no walks, 7 strikeouts, 2 base runners. After he retired the first 14 men. Infield hit by Gurriel. Arenado singled, and that was it. And he ends his night 3 straight strikeouts. And then he watched Soto earn the save for him. Skeens is now 5-2 on the year. He lowers his ERA to 2.36. I think Hannah's asking if he wouldn't mind being the post-game guest. And he will. What a job by Paul Skeens tonight, and Gregory Soto to save it for him. Let's go down to Hannah. Hannah Mears and Paul Skeens.
Thanks, guys. Paul, 8 shutout innings tonight. This crowd is impressed. Everyone at home is impressed. But how did you feel? Super animated in big moments tonight out there.
Yeah, super animated. I think I smiled once or twice. It was good. You know, I mean, we jumped on them early, and you know, when you have a lead, it makes it easier to pitch. So they did a great job, played great defense. It was, you know, everyone else made it easy.
Most efficient one of the year for you tonight. What was working in your arsenal to make sure you were on and off that mound as quick as possible?
Yeah, I thought fastball execution was good. Splinker was feeling good. I think I had all my pitches at different times tonight, so kind of just used what worked.
How hard was it to pass the ball off to a guy like Soto? I know out there he was electric in those final moments, but was part of you wanted that ninth?
Yeah, I mean, it was easy to pass it off. You know, he's